No, word on the street is that Great Olympics have beaten Asante Kotoko by a goal to nil. Oko Gripman scored the only goal for the Daddy Boys as they down the Porcupines. So we are still live here on Star Times at the Channel 247. Still in the company of Felix Romack and of course Nana Edu. I mean, what does this result mean as far as the relegation battle is concerned, Felix?
Well, for Great Olympics, it's a huge resource for them. They are still on the 16th position on the league log with 39 points, but we shouldn't forget that they have one outstanding game to play against Dreams FC and then on Wednesday, and then they play Hearts of Oak next week. So it is crucial, very, very crucial for Great Olympics, because Dreams themselves are not safe from the drop, but they have two outstanding games. Dreams have 41 points now. Great Olympics need to beat Dreams FC and probably get a point against Accra Hearts of Oak. But Mutala, if mathematically, if you look at the points tally at the league log, even Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko are not safe from, and Kotoko are 10th on the league log. That tells you how difficult it is
so we're talking about the outstanding matches that Dreams FC would have to clear before the final game on match day 34, and this was sent to me by the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association, Prosper Harrison Ado. So these are the final outstanding matches that Dreams will clear. One would happen this Wednesday, that is the 5th of June at the Accra Sports Stadium. So it's Great Olympics against Dreams FC. So Great Olympics can warm themselves up going into that big game against Hearts of Oak. Then the final outstanding game that Dreams will play will be on the 12th of June, where they host Royal Tamale United at the Theatre of Dreams. So they will clear both outstanding games before match day 34. Now, so it's clear now.
Great Olympics are in a very difficult situation. They are playing against two teams that need a point as well, against Dreams, against Hearts of Oak. Both teams are relegation threatened. They need to beat Dreams. They need to beat Hearts of Oak to make sure that they are safe. Because for Great Olympics, this was a very important win for them. If they did not win this game, and we should also forget the fact that Heart of Lions win against Mediama in Takwa was also crucial. They've added a lot to the mix now, but we can confirm that Bofoakwa and RTU are already gone. For Bofoakwa, even if they win their next two matches, they will have 39 points, which wouldn't even take them above Great Olympics, who are 16th. So we can confirm that Bofoakwa and RTU are winners of the league. For Samatex, should their game end,
Bofoakwa and RTU
are confirmed.
Relegated.
Yes.
You said they are winners of the league.
Oh, no, I'm saying Samatex. Sorry.
Samatex fans will not be happy with you. Crowning Bofoakwa champions at the expense.
So Samatex for their game that was rained off, should they win it tomorrow? Okay. We'll declare.
So Bofo also has two remaining games. They will play Brecum Chelsea at home before they take on Asante Kotoko on the final day of all the league fixtures. That is the Ghana Premier League for 2023-2024. Bofoakwa will be hosting Asante Kotoko in that one. But let's go back to the Dr. Kwame J Sports Complex, because the coaches are ready to react to what happened there. Prosper Nateogum is the coach of Asante Kotoko.
It's been a tough day at the office. It may not have worked for you the way you may have wanted it to work. What seemed to be the problem or the difficulty?
I think our inability to connect those chances that we had, especially in the first half. We had so many chances that we could have scored, including the penalty. In the first half, they left so many spaces behind them, their right side on the left side, and we utilized it very well. But then it was all about the final ball into the net, or the last but one pass to somebody to score. I think they were in a haste, and that actually made us to be a little bit tense as the game unfolded, especially when they scored. It brought some pressure on us because we had to come from behind. But then I think it was all about our inability to score.
You indicated before the commencement of the game that your position on the league table
Yeah, but then I think we need to work harder than we have worked, especially in this game, and especially in terms of the final phase of the game where we have to score. I think we need to be more confident in front of goal. Once we are able to create, it means we can score. So once we are creating the chances, I think it's okay. But then we need to be sure that we put the ball at the back of the net. And once we are able to do that in our 2 games left, I'm sure we'll be okay.
The potency levels of a player like Dese Mokwala was not seen today. Baba Yaya, for a lot of people, they thought that he was more reserved in the game. But again, based on the kind of roles and tactics you played, would you say that apart from losing the game, you are confident with this current set of players?
Yeah, I think it's a good team. The players individually, they are good. As a group too, they are good. It's just one of those bad days at the office. In terms of Baba Yaya, his roles that were his responsibilities within his position, he was able to execute them. Steven was always standing behind the defense for those balls, but unfortunately, it's just that he couldn't connect that penalty.
Star Times brings you the best of Spanish Football League.
Congratulations, you have picked up 3 points at the expense of your former team, Asante Kotoko. What made the trick for you today?
I first of all told you about how determined we are. I know how preparation we have gone through before this very match. And this is a match which is on top of my heart. And I'm thanking God that we came out successfully by winning 1-0 against a team like Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Okay. Did the tactics of your opposing number, that is Coach Ogum, did it affect the build-up of your team? Because especially when you came out in the second half, it looked like you are taking your foot off the pedal.
Yeah, we are not relying so much on building up from the back. You see, we are not, because we have players who can run, we have players with a lot of strength. So we play to our strength.
I see. It's not over yet.
Yeah.
You've got at least 2 key games to go. You also have an outstanding game to go.
Yeah.
How does life look like at the end of the tunnel for Accra Olympics? Is there a possibility of survival?
Yeah, there's a way for us to, get out from the relegation zone. That is what we are fighting for. That's why I'm very, very happy that we collected this 3 maximum points here in Kumasi.
I see. Okay. Coach Orlando, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you too.
Justice, first of all, congratulations for winning the MVP.
Thank you.
And then match, how difficult or easy was it?
Oh, first of all, my day Kumasi. I was why I'm here now, but so disappointed because the kind of star game we did also hit me then winning na your supporters no money, but unfortunately against me then winning, so we're so disappointed for the team.
Obeka said na Olympics team no a tough team, a strong team.
Yes, me can our dressing room say match will be a big game. So boy na yintimi the winning. Yeah,
I see. But season you've battled with a lot of injuries here and there. But in all things, you always join the team, you always give off your best. Today you win the MVP. But since you have 2 matches in a season, baby Kotoko done so. As one of the senior players of our team, then ebe motivate him to say at least my last matches ne dia Canada fala.
Oh, any day you go back to training now. It me your coaches no money akasa na ye hu how 2 matches no ye betim ye abo. So ye pese show be as 2 matches na Canada ye betim ye den edin ko him na it me abatop.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, boss.
Blay was voted the most valuable player in this game, and his performance today, despite the fact that Asante Kotoko were on the losing side, was a good one. He stood tall among all the other players there. That is why he was voted most valuable player. But you had Prosper Nachiogum. They failed to take their chances, didn't defend well, and that is why they got punished. So he accepts the blame and says they'll work on that going forward.
Well, they need to, because they are still not safe yet, though they have amassed 40 3 points. They still might need a point more to be sure of Premier League status next season. But there's a Kumasi Asante Kotoko 2 games, one against already relegated Bofoakwa, a game I'm expecting them to win.
The last 2 games against RTU and Bofo.
Yeah, 2 teams that have already been relegated. So I think for me they would survive. But Great Olympics did quite well. They played well, they defended well, got a very good goal as well. So deserve points for Olympus. And as for Prosper, it's been a very tough season for them. But the visit to Otumfuo changed things for them. They won. I'm sure he will be very disappointed with the whole goalkeeping situation and how difficult this game was, and they failing to win against Great Olympus. It means that for the past 3 seasons they are yet to pick a win against Great Olympus.
But fellas, it's only Bofoakwa who is officially relegated from the Ghana Premier League.
Because Real Tamale United have an outstanding game
against Dreams.
So it means they have 3 games.
They have 3 games. You add 9 points to the 31 points. It's 40 points. So that is if in case Olympics lose all the remaining.
So we are talking about Bofoakwa. Bofoakwa have only 2 games left.
So they get 6 points. That would be 39. 39 is not enough because you still be in the relegation zone.
Yes, and even with that, you have to look at the head-to-head between Bofoakwa and the teams that are above them.
But for 39 points,
they are automatically relegated.
So they are automatically relegated.
So after you have 3 games, because they have an outstanding match.
So if they get the maximum, all the 9 points, they will move to 40 points.
Okay.
So it means it can drop either Karela or Dreams FC into the relegation zone, or Great Olympics into the relegation zone. So officially,
but it also depends on Great Olympics losing all their 3 games.
Olympics get at least a draw game against Dreams FC on Wednesday. That will confirm out you also relegated to Division 1.
So why don't we also look at the head-to-head between themselves and the teams that are above them?
Okay.
And or maybe we look at the games.
Even goals. RTU is -20.
No. So the Ghana Premier League won't take into consideration goal difference. They'll use the head-to-head. So they play against Dreams FC. Against Dreams FC, you are talking about if they are able to win that game. But then again, you look at their game against Dreams FC this season. They drew. They won against Dreams FC. So probably head-to-head, if they are able to beat Dreams, they might have that advantage in that. So we can officially say that for Bofoakwa,
they are relegated,
but RT still have a chance. But honestly, I really
they have about 5%.
Mathematically, they have a chance.
It's very slim.
Realistically,
very
slim.
Yeah.
So if the Olympics and Dreams FC game on Wednesday ends in a draw, or any of them wins, it means RT is also relegated.
Officially. So Bofo are gone after 16 years.
For Bofo, officially they are gone.
The people of Sunyane are going to miss Premier League football again. Felix, Omabru, 16 years for Bofo to come back.
But probably they might be the FA Cup champions in Division 1.
like Wigan.
Yeah, because they are
so
still
they could be playing in Africa, but in Division 1.
Wow, that would be very, very interesting. But Mutala, I think that for Bofoakwa, they've been their own enemies. You look at the buzz that was all over. All over Sunyani and how they started the league, getting a win over Hearts of Folk, and even the way the supporters contributed to putting up a structure that could accommodate visiting teams and match official, just so they can have a license, the club license to play in the Ghana Premier League. And you see all that they did by attacking Maxwell Kunedo. I think that for me, that was where their woes started from. I've admired them. I think they have 2 players that I would love my club Accra folk to maybe go in for them. Emmanuel Kobe is one of the most fantastic goalkeepers I've seen in the Ghana Premier League. Despite the team getting relegated, Saka Dauda, their captain as well, fantastic player. And for me, it's sad that this kind of quality players will be playing the lower division of Ghana football. But I won't also be surprised if they get snapped up by some of the big teams in the Ghana Premier League.
But Mutala, I'm one person I always want traditional teams in the Ghana Premier League.
Of course.
They have to work for it. It's on merit.
All the 3 teams in the relegation.
You don't just qualify to the Premier League because you're a traditional club. Work for
I'm one person because of how, they are passionate about the game. They have a lot of support when they are playing their home games. It makes the game very, very, very friendly and nice when you go to their venue. As it stands now, all the 3 teams in the relegation zone are typical traditional teams. Bofo, RTU, Great Olympics.
So in the space of 2 years, if RTU are relegated, it means that Premier League football will not be in the northern region again. They worked so hard. At a point, it was Real Tamale United and Tamale City in the league, and that looks to be fading away from them. I mean, that will
maybe Karela will replace one of them, maybe. But even for them, they are still in the danger zone. They have 1 home game, 1 away game.
And Mutala, if you look at how things pumped up in the Division 1 zone, 1A and B, you have 2 Techiman Heroes and Young Apostles who will be playing for a place in the Premier League. So it looks that if RTU are gone, though, we only have Karela as one of the northern teams, and it's sad.
And fellas,
Karela is not a traditional northern side.
Mutala, before the start of the game, we were talking about you getting 43 points and you'll be safe.
Yeah.
After today's result,
yes,
what Olympics did in Kumasi and what House of Lions did in Takwa, even 44 points is not enough.
You need to get.
I think yes, 44 might, but you need to get.
Karela has 40 points.
Yeah.
If they win the 2 games, it's 46. So Olympics 39 points. If they win the 3 games, they will move to 48.
The issue of Bofoakwa is one that the people of Sunyani, I'm sure they are very, very sad about, because the Coronation Park was buzzing with a lot of fans. I mean, I remember these games very well. Saka Dauda scoring against RTU. They even came to Accra, played against Hartlepool. It was a very difficult game for Hartlepool. They were making waves, especially at the Sunyani Coronation Park.
After the first 4 games of the Ghana Premier League, they were on top of the Premier League.
They are not lost. And it made it thought that Bofo could even go on and win the Ghana Premier League. But, I mean, this is what they will be missing. But let's talk about the goal-kicking race. Today, Stephen Mukwala had the opportunity of scoring his 15th goal, but then he missed from the Sporting. Amankona, we are told, has scored. So he now has 16 goals in the Ghana Premier League. Top scorer.
Well, it is not surprising. If you look at Stephen Amankona, I think that he came to Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko, didn't work for him. He has so much love in Brekum. I think he finds the comfortability there. People appreciate him more for what he's doing. Of course. And when you are playing for a team like Brekum, Chelsea, you have the opportunities to be their star player or to be their poster boy. In a club as big as Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko, it would always be difficult for you to be the standout player, and I think that really affected him. So going back to Brekum was one of the best decisions he's made, and I think that this season he's played quite well. He's also on penalty duties as well, and when you have the opportunity, why don't bang in the goal? So I'm happy for him, but it's still not yet over. Hamza Issa we saw score yesterday against Nations FC. Just a hat-trick for Hamza could tie up with Stephen Amankona, and then Stephen Mukwala also can get a win in the 2 games, especially when they are coming into those 2 games against teams that might not need the points. Bofoakwa and RTU, Stephen Mukwala can catch up with Stephen Amankona, but I'm not happy.
Mukwala will play only 1 game for Asante Kotoko
due to the World Cup.
Yes, because next weekend he will be in the Uganda national team camp, so he'll be out of the game against RTU.
RTU will play against Bofoakwa, but I'm a bit disappointed because if I look at the game ratio and then the goals that have been scored, it doesn't look quite good. I would have loved to see we going to the final 2 games with the top scorer somewhere around 20 something goals. It tells you that we still need to do a lot of work in terms of goal scoring. If you look at the Ghana Premier League statistically, the chance creation is not all that good. Players are not really scoring goals. Sometimes you can also blame the quality of the field.
I think Amankona is likely to hit 20.
Well, with the 2 games, let's see. But if you look at the averagely look at the number of games and goals that he scored, I would have loved to see him go into the 20 mark. But you look at the players that are on the scorers charts, I think that Hamza Issa deserves praise because you look at where he's coming from, an academy player. As a folk have struggled to get goal scorers. They've been to Congo, they've been to Burkina, trying everywhere to get players to come and score goals for them. And you look at Hearts of Oak, their major problem, not just this season, but in the last 2 seasons, has been a top scorer. I don't remember the last time a Hearts of Oak player finished with 10 goals in the league. That was way back 3 seasons ago. And for Amza Issa to come in and bang in, 13 goals for them is something that he can build on. This is his debut season in the Ghana Premier League. So for him to be challenging the likes of Stephen Mukwela and then Stephen Amankona is something that the Phobians can build on. So I'm happy for him, and I'm sure he'll be very proud of what he's achieved this season in the Ghana Premier League.
Going forward, Kotoko would be losing Frederick Asare. He would be with the Black Stars. I don't know if he would come and play.
The Black Stars team will move to Bamako on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They will play the game on Thursday, fly back the next day. So Friday, the Black Stars team will be in Kumasi.
So he can still be in post for
So Kotoko. I don't know when the Kotoko will play against RTU, whether it's Friday night or Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. So it depends on the timing of the game.
Maybe Danlad might have recovered in time psychologically and mentally.
Kotoko will play on the 9th.
On the 9th, okay.
Yeah. So they're on the 9th of June. So that will be on Sunday.
That will be a Sunday game.
That will be a Sunday game, so it will be available.
Yes, and maybe.
But at that time, Rasta will be preparing for the Monday game against Central African Republic. But the game is on Monday.
Yeah.
So unless he's not the number 1 goalkeeper of the Black Stars.
No, that game is on Tuesday. It will be on the 12th. So that will be a Tuesday game.
It's a Tuesday game.
Yeah, it will be on the Tuesday. But as you know, maybe Danlad would have recovered in time to be in post for Asante Kotoko.
Recovered psychologically and then
mentally. So Real Tamale United, Bofoakwa, Tano are the 2 games that Asante Kotoko will be playing. Before we check out of the studio, let's look at the results again and see how things have gone so far in match day 32. Some interesting results coming through from other league centers, and we'll see all the results on your screens again. So if you can have all the results on the screens, then we go through some. Or you told me that Samatex are still playing.
Yeah, they've resumed play. The second of the game is currently going on. So.
And they are still leading by a goal.
They are still leading by a goal too. But that part of the region always comes out with rain. So the feed I'm getting from the
FA. The only game that Samatex have lost at home was against Nations FC. Yeah. It was rained off the first day. The next day, Nations FC scored 1, and that was the end of the game. I'm sure Samatex told themselves, Lord, let the skies be dry so that we finish this game. So the second half of that game has started, and Samatex are leading by a goal to 0. It looks like they are just a few meters away from the title.
The many goal starts in the second round. I'll be a stubborn side. Samatex need to be careful. But as it stands now, teams now a pussy Samatex are Mediama, Accra Lions, Ediana Stars. Ediana lost yesterday. Accra Lions drew today. Mediama has lost at home. So it looks like when they end up getting the maximum 3 points in today's game, we can confirm they are the Premier League champion.
Well, I have already declared them champions elect, and I know they've ticked all the box when it comes to winning the Ghana Premier League. When you want to win the Ghana Premier League, you have to make your home a fortress, and that is exactly what Samatex have done. Yes, and Omasha in every game apart from the game that they lost against Nations. Aside that, when you make your home a fortress, what you also need to do is that only title contenders you need to make sure that you pick points against your title contenders. They've beaten Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko. They've beaten Hearts of Oak, who would go into any season as favorites. They've beaten Adriana FC both home and away. And teams now, even Medium Accra, who are defending league champions, so that is what they've done. They're picking a point at home, beating their title contenders. Aside that, they are a club that is being run professionally. Sometimes when you want to win on the pitch, administratively, you need to do things that can also bring you the win. How many clubs in the Ghana Premier League are using data in terms of matches or mobile, in terms of their training? Samates now, they catapult or training. It monitors the performance of the players. Even in match games, or more viewer determine how
like
well
what Kotoko used to do 2 years ago.
Thank you. So they have the technology that is backing the performance, and that is what you want to do if you want to win the Ghana Premier League.
fellas, they have 2 players with double figures on the goalkeeping chart.
You see, I don't even want to talk about
and of course,
the goal scorers, but look at the team that they've built. Defensively, Kofi Ba and Pose have been very solid. But you look at the midfield of Dauda, you look at Ebenezer Okran,
one thing that is working for them is the consistency of the spine.
Yes.
Kofi Mensah to their central defender, Aqua, to their midfielder, Emmanuel Kayeke, to the attack.
And that
so the spine has been consistent for some.
And even the lineup itself has been very consistent.
I have had the opportunity of getting to know some of the things that they do within their camp, and I can tell you it is a professionally run club from top to bottom. They want to get to a very high standard, and they are carving their own path. So I am not surprised they are gradually walking towards the Ghana Premier League title.
My only worry is, should they win the Ghana Premier League, I don't know if CAF will be able to approve their venue for
that an inspection will be done.
That's what I know. But if not, maybe the newly built stadium in Takwa might be an option for them to look at. But I don't want them to win the Ghana Premier League, go to Africa and play far away from home. Sometimes it is important, not even sometimes, it is important that the supporters that cheered the team on to winning the title would have the opportunity to witness them play in Africa. So I'll be very happy if they win and they go into the CAF Champions League, they'll get to play closer to where they are.
So 65 minutes have been played other than Anansi Park. Samatex are still leading by a goal to nil.
The way you said
Samatex are still leading by a goal to nil. This is from Shaban Mohammed, who works with the Ghana Football Association. He's also a statistician there. But Karela United also have 2 remaining games to play. They will play League leader Samatex at home before they take on Mediama.
They'll pick their 6 points.
Today's game that Samatex are currently playing with Bibiani Gold Stars could have a huge impact on what happens against Karela next week, because Samatex, after winning the league, may not be able to play with that much urgency, because sometimes it takes, psychologically, you can be drained after winning the league. You might not even want to push.
Personally, I think Karela will pick the maximum 6 points. Personally, that is my personal opinion about these 2 games. I think Karela in Rugu will win against Samatex.
I think
and once Mediama is not winning the Premier League, psychologically, it will have effects on the playing body. And I think in the recent away games I've seen from Abubakar Adamba, even though they draw some of the game, they lose some of the game, they've not been the bad side. Personally, I think Karela will go to Takwa and get the maximum 3 points. So I'll give Karela at least 4 out to 6 out of the possible points in this particular game. So
okay, so I'll come back to you, but our phone lines have been activated. There you have it on your screen: 055-846-2088, 055-846-2088. Just call us, give us a call, and share your thoughts and opinions with us as far as match day 32 is concerned. So let's speak to Albert from Kaswa. Albert, match day 32, Dan Kotoko have lost. What do you make of the whole match week?
Hello?
Yes, Albert Vitio, match day 32, Kotoko Elusu. Hello, Albert. I'm sure Albert is not really able to connect with us. I think it's a technical challenge, so we'll work on that and see if you can give us a few calls and share your thoughts and opinions with us. So you were talking about Karela.
Yes, I think personally they will pick the maximum 6 points. Or 4 out of the possible 6. And looking at the point they have now, 40 points. If they're able to get the 6 points, but I
don't know if
okay,
the FA...
Felix, I will come back to you, but let me go to Takwa because Ernesto is on the line to speak to us. Ernesto, match day 32, Kotoko Elusu has a win here. What is saying?
Oh, okay. Big ups to Olympics. The year now can expand you. I think say. If somebody permitting my has to focus on
me too.
Bro, has spoken retire. Has spoken retire and on a crown. There, has spoken every season they are being relegation threatening. And his Royal Highness is happy. Hey, Minister, has spoken support the second face because of their papa. You cannot run the club without supporters. And you could see the majority of the fans are not happy about how things are being run. What I shall be someone way. Next season, the best one can the same thing. What say Yehunayeka, Papa is 20 years. Shade, Mamiu, Wada. Who your main camp?
And that's
next season, Sanioma.
Okay.
Supporters Kasa, supporters Kasa, your pouch. Supporters Kasa, Niyaka. Another can be yet won't count just yes, no. Stop coming closer. Can I say, Mr. Dote, who don't want to yes, money, yes, no. Has folk supporters, we are sending. Who be in you? And now, for year, half of folk, we are used to buy quality. Has Thomas China Fail, has your Real Madrid, player like we have seen it all, or your experience, or your quality. Player near Kotoko, has a seen experienced player. Now, if you have a China, or you are now saying, I say, the contract will Thinking by city, we have kept on making the same mistake. And then one is also a year. As a camp, Division 1 player, 4. Has a folk yet of quality, yet
he's talking with a lot of emotions.
That's what has book is meant for. You can't almost don't put on the net.
So Ernesto there, I mean, speaking with a lot of emotion. So these are the last 2 games that Hartlepool will be playing. They will take on Great Olympics this weekend before they play Bechim United. So next week is crucial for both Hartlepool and Great Olympics. It is the Manchester Derby.
They'll get at least 3 points out of this game. At least. They can get 6, they can get 4, but at least they will get 3. It's likely Hartlepool to make a winning war. Bechim United. That is my view about this particular game. Thursday on GPL headquarters, so we will see more than 2 away wins in this particular weekend fixture. And as it stands now, we have about 2 or 3.
Okay, so yeah, call Asante for Kweku is also on the line. Kweku match day 32. Who is saying? Hello, Kweku. Yeah, Major. So my day 32. Who is saying?
Yes, the parents have one more bomb and the supporters in the way. One more casa, the year I got been picking no, although this is only picking that Lano. One more car, I say, and the phone only the El Cubiano. The best woman, and Yama Air Force behind the scenes. And Penifoni be focused on the Air Force of the best woman. One would team farmer. Now, the way I'm a people, I have material mapa, I have material because it's a bit Dania Magical Pono. I thought I had one to Nama. Things in the water and home ground.
Okay.
The best of Motion on Mutunya.
Okay.
And I made your man back. Woman, I'm more fun to screen in the batch of the monitor.
But also, then, Mante on the Media Money Heart of Lions. It was a 1-0 win for Heart of Lions. I could see 1-0 Heart of Lions win here, and that is require Simfusu. They are all talking about Heart of Lions. I mean, the fans are pained.
Yes, and they rightly so, because since Asafok won the league 3 seasons ago, they have been struggling to survive. And that is why supporters have every right to be hungry and to be mad. But I don't think that His Royal Highness Togbia Fede would be happy, say, investment away or team or Division 1. Maybe a match they want money at the visa.
Match day 2 na God.
Na God. Match day 3 there. No, or money they can't say other teams airborne division. Golden Cake as well. But I must say,
Uncle T
say the Division 1, they say zone Three in the Vision are qualified. So Vision are back. Looks like they won. So they are back. Okay. Yeah, so they are back in the Premier League. But I don't think Togby will be very happy to see our investment to our Division 1 league. I honestly believe Asofok will survive. But it is high time they start fighting for the title. Relegation every season, and yet I'm telling you, it's going to be difficult. Michelle records now. The last time Asofok share Great Olympics was way back COVID-19 ending league, almost 4-0. Since then, in 4 years, 8 games, Asofok is Olympics.
Personally, I think it's a 5 years tenure. You know, if Asofok are not careful, it will take them additional 2 years before
that is the superstitious aspect of the game.
Yes, but I don't even want to go there, but I think psychologically it has gotten to the phobians.
Okay, Felix, remember how psychologically it has gotten to them, but we have to go to Kaswa because Joe is standing by to talk to us. Joe, match day 32, Ghana Premier League, who is saying?
Match 32, the me have the team Accra House of Folk. Me na make I will say you really did, but me need okay performance. Guys, me prefer. Ya men no kan enseni kwa na nedu and then it's why this ni team Kotoko e bond why di the team Kotoko e bond why di
are na nedu aka cho so Kotoko supporter.
Oh yeah, next time you share do we okasa onya Kotoko onya has no okasa din team ya ni country and me so no ni has ball Kotoko bona ni e bonwa I was shocked so yes I didn't know. Hello, onya atasa ma osusunka ya atasa it's better mati pate has been paid for no promotion promotion na yitim no relegation better mati
last week obi say ode adekoko obi show it means you're Kotoko supporter and this one is also saying when you when it has to do with how to fool you talk and we can see the veins around your neck but
if Ghana football will move forward you need Kotoko in house. Krobia will be of course Zamalek winning the Confederations Cup, Ali winning the Cup Champions League, Super Cup ball Cairo Zamalek and Ali. That is what yepe.
And yet na call America. Who support it? Me support your class of Obiani. Who support it?
You know that I don't support any
even the great club now writer also Kotoko. Doesn't change anything. Me team on Ghana Premier League game. They've been relegated. Kwabi Brim. I was a huge Kwabi Brim fan.
But one thing is a young boy out of Lions team Nabaso.
Okay.
For you to get 86 minutes penalty and miss, and come back and get 94th minutes penalty and score. In an away fixture like this, my young boy out of Lions team Nabaso. But say Hereford, why yet to my day?
Okay. All right, Mr. About but we are going to see where Fabian is also standing by to talk to us. Fabian, match day 32 has Renier Kotoko Elusu. Nina who saying?
You better match with my father. We are maybe being as well. I'm not saying Ghana as a whole. Do Sunday na my young man na BBIM. Now I'm telling you because as a stand, just some actors are legend. Stand here. Some matters are just legend because the past me working off numbers air heli. Ebe se twem akota market park akobobo. Ebe me the pa and akota consono mathematically omu free mo omu the relegation zone because next week omu RTU ekobo. Ebi e kina nko se ko Kotoko omu the relegation zone. The last match omu ni Bofoakwa. Omu say culture for Kotoko. As so the ya bro Munsano investment ya ina hey omu kunye ya best room yes ya man tell me dey come ko ya man take about 90% of the pay okay over few people who to the channel that's why I'm done.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's it. Now I've gotten a message from Coach Ebenezer Sifa, who is currently in the United Kingdom. He says that Samatex have already agreed to play the Champions League at Accra, and that is what Coach Ebenezer Sifa is saying, that should Samatex win the Ghana Premier League, they've already agreed to play at the Accra Sports Stadium. But
Accra Sports Stadium couldn't meet club licensing.
So let's see.
The difference when they say club licensing system, no.
Yeah.
And what choir first where they bought the preliminary stage.
Yeah.
They enter to the group stage, so they upgrade it.
Yes.
Then when you get to the final, and also upgrade.
Of course.
And the American also before Kra Obe Yebe season, na clubs in Kra apply for club licensing.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm sure the early stage of the competition, Accra, the CAF can kind of limit some of the
maybe
things.
When they enter into the group stage, things will change.
Yes, that is the thing.
What about the Lagos Stadium?
You want to overuse that venue again?
You want to abuse the
well, let's go on to the lines. Yes, say I'm being told that there's someone calling us from Nungwa. And he's just 12 years of age. His name is Israel. He loves the Ghana Premier League. Israel, I know. Are you really 12 years?
3 years. I'm 12 years old.
What do you like about the Ghana Premier League?
All the teams.
Which team is your favorite?
Accra to Folk.
Accra to Folk. So you enjoyed watching them on Star Times, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So what do you think about Accra to Folk this season?
I think this year doing well. Their coach and their players are not good. They must improve next season.
They must improve. Okay. Do you think they will stay in the league or they will be relegated?
I'm sure they will stay in the league, but by the next 2 matches that they'll play, I'm sure by God's grace they'll stay in the league.
Okay, thanks very much, Israel. There, he seemed to. He reminds me of my old self when I was a kid.
One day we need to bring it.
Yeah, we need to bring Israel into the studio. Of course, at age 12, now open football. See the Ghana Premier League. Any football be the Ghana Premier League.
But it's only said in Kolana, they are exposed to international teams. I'm sure that most of them, we Barca, we Madrid. They can't even mention the players.
But when you speak to people around Mutala, aside him being a journalist, I not play football at early stage. You know, one thing I'm disappointed in him. They say
one ball.
Well, and you'll be coming later. But I have a message from an anonymous sender. It says that, but at this stage, only Baba Yara is CAF sanctioned venue for Ghana. Yeah. It will only be there or Takwa, and even that. CAF must inspect the facility. Accra, they should forget, because the work that must be done to change things go beyond them. This is from an anonymous sender. He is saying that that is what. Okay, so Israel is still on the line and he wants to talk about the Olympics game. Okay, Israel, Heart of Oak will be playing Great Olympics next week. What do you think would happen in that one?
I think Heart of Oak will win that match, but I also want Olympics to win, but so I have to say in the Premier League, I want them to win.
You want Heart of Oak to win, and you want to push Olympics to relegation?
Yes, I want us to win.
Okay, so Israel there, I want a prediction.
To ask him who is his
you can ask him.
Who is his favorite Ghana?
He's hearing you, yeah. Hello, Israel.
Yes.
Who is your favorite Ghana Premier League player?
My favorite Ghana Premier League player, Hamza Issa.
Hamza Issa.
Wow.
That is great. What do you love about that young striker, Hamza Issa?
He's a very good player, very experienced, and he scores a lot of goals. I think he's the best player among all the players in the Ghana Premier League.
Hey.
Okay, so Hamza Issa was on the score sheet for Accra to Folk.
And they come 14. This was a wonderful goal
that
Hamza
he scored
yesterday.
On Friday, when Heart of Folk played Nations FC there. So our time is up and we have to check out of the studios. Thanks to Nanedu, thanks to Felix Romack as well for always being there, and all those who contributed to the show, from Prosper Harrison Aldo, the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association, Coach Ebenezer Sefa, who is far away from home, Shaban Mohammed, who also contributed to the show by providing me updates on that Summertex game. So I think that game is still ongoing. Felix Romack, I don't know how many minutes have been played so far. Summertex are still leading Baby Any Goal Stars by a goal to nil.
We are into injury time.
But Heart of Oak beat Nations FC by 2-0, and other results followed in Seal there. We had Brecum Chelsea all winning there. So let's get the results again and go through. Let's go through all the results again before we look at the standings for match day 32. So it was Heart of Oak who beat Nations FC by 2-0. Bechem United getting the 1-0 victory over Adriana. Legon City is also beating Bofoakwa by a goal to nil. Great Olympics getting the 1-0 victory over Asante Kotoko. Brekum Chelsea had a 2-0 victory over Real Tamale United. Dreams beating Karela by a goal to nil. And Heart of Lions got a late penalty to beat Mediama at the Akun Park. In Swatraman also drawing 1-1 with Accra Lions. Samatex are still leading Baby and the Gold Stars by a goal to now. I'm sure by the time we check out of the studio, that game will be done. So that is what is happening. So let's look at the standings as well. So as it stands, Samatex are leading by a goal to nil. So 3 points have already been added to their 55 that they have. So it's 58 points for Samatex at a stand. Their game is still ongoing. Adriana are second on the table with 49 points. Mediama are third with 49 points. Nations are fourth with 48 points. Accra Lions lie fifth with 48 points. And the club 47. That includes Bechem United on sixth and Brekum Chelsea on seventh. And Swatraman have 46 points and are eighth. Legon Cities, Parkwesi Fabian, they didn't start the league too well, but they are in the top half of the league with 44 points. Asante Kotoko lost today and are stuck on 10th with 43 points. Baby Gold Stars are also 11th with 43 points. Heart of Oak, they are 12th on the table with 41 points. Heart of Lions won today and also have 41 points. They are 13th on the table. Dreams FC have now usurped Karela to 14th with 41 points. They have 2 games in hand. One will be played this Wednesday and the other on the 12th of June. But Karela now lie precariously above the relegation zone. They are 15th with 40 points. And the last 3 teams on the Ghana Premier League table are Great Olympics. Despite today's win, they have 39 points and are in the relegation zone. Bofoakwa find themselves 17th with 33 points. Real Tamale United, they are 18th with 31 points. So Bofoakwa Tano officially have been relegated from the Ghana Premier League.
I want to take this opportunity and congratulate my guys at Vision FC for qualifying to the Ghana Premier League. Massive.
I heard that team is being handled by Hamza, or being former Heart of Oak assistant coach. So he's back into the Premier League.
That's a very big achievement. I'm sure.
I want to see Vision FC against Heart of Oak in the Ghana Premier League.
And next weekend, I'm sure we'll get the winner also from Zone 1, where Techiman Heroes will play Young Apostle. And I'm hoping that the FA will clear all outstanding legal issues.
The Ghana Football Association are doing a good work, led by Ketu ES Okreko, and I'm sure they will clear all these issues before the league season ends. Thanks to Felix Romack and thanks to Nanedu. My name is Mutala Yakubu, and to the backroom staff, those who make it possible for us to sit here and bring you the Ghana Premier League, led by Lawrence Sika Nete. We say congratulations. 2 more match days to end the Ghana Premier League. Let's see what happens. My name again is Mutala Yakubu, and this has been our coverage of the Ghana Premier League on Star Times at the Pachano TV.